What's going on, y'all? It's Monty, and we're back with another Mondays with Monty. And I got my boy here with me today.
My name is Anthony. I'm a full-time Jesus follower. I also rap too, but like we're working on that right now. I got this boy into freestyling though.
Yeah,
I got him into freestyling.
You did.
And I also do a run club, which is working to be a nonprofit by next summer with my buddy Nolan. I also do YouTube vlogging. It's called Reimagine Adventure. Check us out. Death by Run Club is the run club, and yeah, I'm just a creative at heart, man.
I'm starting to gear these towards things that are most important to people, and I'm assuming I already know what's most important to you, but that's one thing I want to ask you. What is most important to you?
What is most important to me? Well, for me in my life, it's always God first. And then, I actually just kind of like set a list of priorities because I found myself kind of with my life, things going here and here, but I need to know what am I chasing after first, like what comes first each and every day. What's really important is just taking care of my surroundings, the people around me, and the people who I come in contact with, just showing them love. I think love is really just the most important thing because that's where you can trace that back from where I stand with God. It's just love for everybody and everything.
That's what I've seen because obviously I was a part of what you were doing at churches and things like that because I wanted to see what it was like, and that's kind of what I got from it. It's all about just making people better, and if people are better, the world's gonna be a better place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that's how I feel, and it's such a loving community to be a part of, and it's such a good thing to be a part of. Overall, just encompassing trying to be a better person.
Everyone's so self-centered.
Yeah.
And if we were more people-centered, it would definitely be a better place. Like imagine you see all this trash on the ground. Just because it's not your trash doesn't mean you don't have to pick it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine if everyone picked up everyone's trash, what the world would look like. And that's like almost like a metaphor for literally anything on this planet Earth, the way we treat each other.
Yeah.
If we all just picked up one piece of trash that someone else threw on the ground, I mean, that's from holding the door for somebody, helping somebody obtain something, hopefully a good thing.
Yep.
But it's like, dude, if we all did that, like relationships, the world, there would actually be love for everybody.
Yeah.
Do
you think that's possible?
No.
No,
I don't think it's possible.
I agree with you
because there's always, if there's good, there is evil.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the world we live in. From where I stand, that became impossible back in Genesis chapter 3, I think, when Adam and Eve first ate the apple, made the cosmic betrayal that was made that day, and so now we are being reconciled back with God. But once that happened, that's when sin entered the world, and now we're all born with original sin, meaning we all, even me, I'll probably betray someone. I betray God every day. I probably betray myself. There will probably be times, even my best friend, he probably feels betrayed by me because I'm just human. I'm gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm selfish at heart.
Yeah.
And so I don't think that will ever change, at least in the way things are going right now.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
You're selfish at heart. When we all are.
Yeah,
we all are. And it's just how we were created. It's how it is. We're gonna think of ourselves and put ourselves first in every situation. It takes extra effort to think of someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, we don't like putting in a lot of effort.
Right,
Even we're selfish, but we're also lazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
As much, even the hardest working people are lazy in some way because it's difficult to exert more energy than you need.
I think it's really easy to get distracted too.
Oh yeah.
Like because my heart is for people, but there's so many times that I'll be distracted where I'm like, I need to get this done, or like, oh, I forgot to do that. But it's like, what was I actually thinking about in that moment?
Yeah.
The other day, I'll be honest. I had a gift card on me for $100, and my mom gave it to me, and I was going out to eat with somebody, and my heart felt like I wanted to buy this person food, but then I was like, well, I bought them food last time with my real money and they never paid me, so I'm just going to keep this coupon to myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of sharing with them.
Exactly.
And there was a part of me that felt bad, but there was a part of me that was like, why can't I just enjoy what my mom gave me, save my own money,
Yep.
and that person can fend for themselves? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, no matter how much I give back, there's always going to be those points where you reach in your life where it's like, I think I'm just going to think about myself.
It's that moral dilemma.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, right.
because you're always gonna run. Like you said, you'll feel that guilt. You'll feel that like, oh, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have helped him out. But then it's like, why should I too? It's a double edged sword.
Right.
So you never know which side of it you're gonna land on. But at the end of the day, we're all looking out for ourselves, and that's just how it goes.
I've tried so hard to look out for people, and then I end up getting burnt out. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm done looking out for these people. Let me just chill by myself.
Yeah.
Now, what is that? Is that being selfish, or is that like now taking care of yourself because that should at some point be a priority?
Yeah, it's wisdom, because it's knowing that, okay, there's a chance that if I put myself out like this, I can be betrayed. This person can do me wrong. This person can do something bad, and that's completely fine. To have that sort of, hold on, let me take a second, let me assess the whole situation. But at the same time, there's so many people who take that to the extreme. Like, the people who are like, oh, one person did me bad, I'm doing everyone bad for the rest of me. Like,
Negroes ain't, bro, or like,
yeah. Like that's how it goes, and that's what's making it so bad. People are taking it to the extreme. Like, it's okay. People are going to do you wrong in your life.
Yeah.
You have to understand, people are going to do you wrong. Right. No matter how nice of a person, how good of a person you are, you're going to get done wrong at some point.
Now, I'm curious, what do you think like the world would look like if everyone was focused on taking care of themselves? Woke up every morning, brushed their teeth, took a shower, got their job done that they are supposed to get done, not to help someone else out, but to help themselves out. So how we're talking about, if everyone just picked up somebody else's trash, the world would look like a better place.
Yep.
But what if everyone picked up their own trash? What do you think that would look like?
That's a good question, because on one hand, I want to say the world is going to be obviously more selfish, but the better people feel about themselves, the better they complete like the task they got to do, the easier it'll be for them to help other people. Have you ever noticed that when you feel better about yourself, it's easier and you feel more eager to help other people? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like if you're getting everything you need to get done, you're like, okay, I can lend a helping hand to this person. I can do this,
Yeah. I always like to tie, like, I feel like everything I see in life, this is why I believe in the Bible to be so true, because everything I see in life always relates back to biblical principles or biblical happenings that was written thousands and thousands of years ago.
Yep.
Every time Jesus helped out a multitude of people, he always went by himself in solitude to then connect back with God. But in that sense of looking from it outside of a Christian point of view, he went to make sure that he was good, that he could recharge, that he was taken care of in himself, so that he can continue to help other people. Because if he wasn't doing that, if he was always give and not receive, right, from up above, or just also be able to, like, from today's point of view, like, okay, I need to sit back, relax, read a book, maybe gain some education for myself, or whatever that relaxation looks like. You got to be able to recharge and make sure that you're taken care of, so that you can go out and pour out for other people.
Exactly.
Which is like, I think that's super important. Just being able to make sure that you're good with yourself, you're confident in yourself, you're loving yourself, so that you can love others. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you love others?
You can't.
You literally can't.
So it almost gets kind of cyclical, because you have to be more selfish to help more people out. You know what I'm saying? And selfish not in the negative connotation, but selfish in a way where, okay, this is what I need to get done to make myself feel good. And this is what I'm going to do.
Right.
Like, I have to do what I have to do. I got to make myself better. And then after that point, okay, I got some energy to help other people.
I just like connected to this. Is I love when this happens. When Jesus went and departed from the crowds to connect back with God, right? And we're talking about loving ourselves. In the Bible, it says that Jesus is God. God is a triune God, meaning there's three in one. So it's God the Father, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he went to do that and he loves God and so that he could pour out into other people, he's loving himself. He has love for himself and he loves who he is so that he can love other people. Because if you don't love who you are, if you don't love the way you look, the way you speak, the way you talk, the way you dress, just who you are as a person, you can't love other people. And that is, you know, we as Christians, we model ourselves after Jesus. So that, dang, bro, he loves himself so that he can love others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is crazy.
So in a way, you answered your own question.
Yeah, I did.
You brought it all the way back around and answered your own question.
Life is full circle, bro. That's why we live on a ball, bro.
Yeah, that's why everything comes around.
You ever seen that video where it's like a person who has nothing to think about but thoughts, thinks about thoughts all the time?
Who was it who said that? I know, I've heard that. It was some philosopher, wasn't
it?
Yeah, I think I saw.
It's like low-key stupid, but it makes so much sense. So,
it does.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
I don't know who said that?
We all serve some sort of purpose here. You know what I mean? We all have something that's in our destiny to reach and to get to. Because we all have a set of skills that we can use in a certain aspect. You know what I mean? And it's all about finding those at the end of the day.
I like actually how you said that. Like, I totally agree that I think we all wake up in the morning and choose to serve something.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're atheist, a believer, or agnostic, we're all serving something. We all wake up in the morning and there's always something in our day or maybe our week that we just like, that keeps us going.
Yeah.
Without us kind of even realizing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like us as creators, we're always like, we don't just like sit there and do nothing. Like, we have to create.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're doing. Like, that's what we wake up to do. Is to just create. Whether we don't create that day, we're getting through that day so that we can create the next day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Thinking about what we're going to create.
Exactly, bro.
It's always a stream of thought. We're always flowing in one direction.
Mm-hmm. The way I like to like look at life, I feel like it's way more linear than people make it out to be. I feel like
explain.
Because so I actually wear this shirt, so it's kind of ironic that I have this shirt, but it's a dope shirt.
Yeah.
It says life is not always linear, and it's like a tree that's growing, but the branches are going like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the destination for everyone is the same. We are born, and we're going towards death.
Yeah.
And that is a straight path.
That's a straight path.
That is, no matter if you feel like, yeah, you could feel like your life is going this way, but all of a sudden it goes this way. I don't believe that. I believe that it's literally still going that way. That just so happened to be on your path.
Yeah.
And you're now thinking that your life is all like
flipped around,
all turned upside down. But no, that was placed there.
It was part of it.
You know what I mean? That was part of it. And
it's part of the journey. You're still going straight. That's a good way to look at it.
And I think like you're either gonna let that stop your path, stop you in your tracks, or you're gonna keep going. Yeah, I think you could look at it as just a straight line. Sorry to get like so like deep, but like it's a straight line towards death, and you're either gonna stop here in that obstacle, and death is just gonna get closer and closer. You're just gonna keep pushing and just keep going straight.
That was what I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, like, if you stop, does that mean would you consider that still going towards death, or would you consider that death starting to close in? And you just said death would be starting to close in.
Yeah,
because you're staying stagnant.
I wonder if it's like, I feel like the maybe not. It's literally getting closer.
Yeah,
but maybe it's more of like the I believe so heavily in the spiritual realm.
Yeah,
and so maybe it's more of that evil spiritual realm that's kind of like becomes way more present.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I think we're going towards the same destination of death, and I believe that there's you're going either heaven or hell, but like that reality and presence of the hell kind of like seeps into that straight line, and that's kind of like all you kind of feel and see. But from my point of view, if you just, no matter what comes in my way, my eyes is pointing on that good side. For me, that's Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
If my eyes are pointing there, you know, this path, whatever's on this path, doesn't matter.
Exactly. You know, because you're gonna get through it. Because
you're gonna get through it.
You're still trying to get to the point that you want to get to.
Right, bro. My freaking, I thought the world was gonna end when my girlfriend broke up with me and freaking. I mean, my last couple of girlfriends
Yeah.
broke up. I thought the world was, but like, it's crazy because those were like years ago, and I'm still here, alive. You know what I
Better
mean?
than ever.
Better than ever.
Better
And,
than you ever thought you'd be.
oh, like 1,000,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean?
Like,
or when I lost my car, I'm like, dude, what? But now I'm sitting here with a new car.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That was yeah, I had to struggle with that for several months. You know, a lot of stuff happened, but like,
But you kept going.
I've kept going. I used to be in first grade. Now I'm 24 years old. Now I'm 23 years old. Like, dude, it's all vanity, bro. At the end of the day, if you just realize that this, you just have to be present and just allow yourself to walk that straight line.
That's it.
You know, I mean, at some point you might want to question, where's that straight line heading?
Yep.
And for me, I had to do that, and I realized which way I wanted to go. But either way, just like you're here, just walk that line, bro.
Absolutely.
Do what you got to do. Surround yourself with good people.
Happy Monday.
Hold on. 8:46 and your name on my lips. I can't help but just think of what could have been. My luck was the shit for a minute, but now that all flipped, I'm just praying it's good again. I couldn't predict that I'd be in this sitch. Look at these crystal balls I've been looking in. For once I was happy right where I was at, but it seemed like I might have to look again. Thought we was moving on pace.